Hello, welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I cut another piece of petrified wood, and I was planning on making. What the heck? Oh, there it is. It's going to make a sample out of the back half of it, but I think I've changed my mind once I've cut it, because it's got those good colors going through it, but it's also got a flaw. This is a piece I cut off of there. I was just going to face this in and then use this as a cab or something, but it was also bigger. It had another piece. Here, and then it come out a little bit further. Out here also, but when it broke, I went on ahead and broke the rest of it off of here, and I've got those two pieces, the two bigger pieces that came off. I've got here, and I'm going to try to make a cab out of each one of them. This one's going to be a fairly good thick one, but I'm going to make it kind of as round as I can make it, tubular shaped as I can make it, maybe tapered at one end. This one I'm just going to work till I get a good shape on it and call it good, but I don't know how on this one here. I'm not sure how many of these other fractures are actually healed. I thought they were all healed, except for maybe the rust one in the center. This piece here, I've had trouble with those before. That rusty piece in the center here. I knew that was probably not healed. And when I just figured, on the off chance today, I figured I'd test this piece here that I cut off there, off the face. I cut it a little thick too, by the way. I shouldn't have cut it quite as thick, but I'm not a good judge. I've got a bad eye over here on this right side. It's not quite as, I can't see through it as good as I can the other one, so it makes it kind of hard on my depth perception. And when I was lining that up in the saw, I had a heck of a time getting it lined up. Or I shouldn't say I had a heck of a time. I thought I had it lined up right, because it was a little twisted, because I had a piece coming out like this, and then plus that other piece was coming off of here. Oh, I had an extra piece that broke out of there too. There's a piece missing there. But I wasn't sure about that one. I thought it was pretty good. And this other piece here, this was, like I said, it was real thin. Okay, enough of that. Let's get started on this. I'm going to go ahead and just go start on the 220 grit. Okay. Okay, that's the shape I'm going to take. I never did. I'm sorry. I didn't zoom you in on any of that. that's the shape I'm going to take. I've got pretty much all the chips and fractures. I've got a few little bugs in that rust area up here on the top on this side and on the top up here on this edge a little bit. But other than that, and then there's a little bit of a flake on the edge of a fracture that was healed, so I'll have to get that off but I'm ready to go to the 280 grit, get what flat spots I got on there and start getting it to smooth out. Looks like there might be a little bit of a flake still left on that bug there. That's I know it's an unhealed fracture because of the rust. But I may be able to get that flaky looking stuff out of there and get it down far enough. Let me go ahead and zoom you in here so you can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm sorry about that. I got to talking, forgot what I was doing completely. That's got to go. Way too fast. Water. I got a feeling the rest of this isn't going to take very long. Pretty solid stone compared to the last ones I was working on. Little spot. It almost looks like a little gouge. Right here in the middle. It's only about 1/16 of an inch wide, about 2/16, 3/16 long, but it's got scratches going long ways, and I think it's from the fractures. That's the old face still. I'm thinking right there. This back part's the part I cut. It's got a little bit of a chip that came out of it as I was cutting it. I need to work it out still, but at least I think that's what happened to it. That may be the face, the old face, natural face when it was rough. On this side, and the other side may have been just a place where I got it nicked in the saw, because I did have to go back in and trim off the corner where the last little spot that it cut on the saw blade. As you know how they'll leave just a little bitty end piece sticking out over the end of the cut, and you got to go back in and trim that little piece off, and that may have been how I got that. And I may have done it somewhere else too, I don't know. There it's getting smaller. I'm opening up this a little bit more on the little bugs on this rust pocket, but at least it's not like the last one that I was working on where it opened it up almost all the way around. Of course it wasn't the same piece, but it's the same kind of wood, same area. But this, see how fractured up this one is compared to this one? Now you can see why I'm just going to tumble these two, because they're still fractured up, and I didn't see those till after I got it good and polished out. Or ground down anyway. So I was still trying to grind them off when I decided to give up on it. I'll just tumble them and use them as tumbled rock. Okay, ready to go to the next wheel. Let me readjust the camera here real quick. Okay, I'm back. Time to go on to the next wheel on the 1200 grit. got a few little pieces that I need to get shinier, but I think I can get them shinier on the next wheel. There it is so far. Just got one more to 3000 grit. I may take this to aluminum oxide too. I don't know. Got great color to it. This I didn't see that. Must have done something wrong there. Upside the shiner in that before. Of course, it might have been rock dust off my towel or off my fingers or something too. I don't know. That's all right. That's that cloudy stuff anyway that I had to use. Well, I've been having to use the aluminum oxide on, except for this time I haven't gone to the 3000 grit yet, so that may be all it takes. And let's hit it with this 3000 grit and see what happens. Hopefully this will be the last wheel.